all the changes, made the computations, and expect to see Barnes back, yes?
Yeah, we should expect to see a strike here. What can often happen sometimes, you move too much and maybe you go a little bit light into the pocket as opposed to high. Oh, got a great break there. That's what he needs. But the difference in the format, without having to harp on it, is that in years before, that's pretty much why Chris didn't have to worry about knocking those pins down in the 10th frame. He knew that he'd lost the point. He couldn't do much about it. Although we are playing in the event of a tie, your total pinfall will come into play.
What a turn that would have been.
It's early days yet, but yeah, I mean, hopefully we can. But I must say, Belmo's ball looks like it's dialed in. It looks like he's reading the lane absolutely perfectly, but that can change as we go through the game. But has Chris made the right move? He got a little lucky with a 10 pin. Can he make the move to make sure he gets that 10 pin out of there?
There it is, just like you called it, Guy. 2 strikes.
Then put your ball down, start again, and take it right out of your mind.
Of course, if we do have any crowd trouble, we've got one right on their side to come and sort people out, haven't we? As he's done in the past. Chris has made an adjustment, obviously, because he's worn out his track area. Jason doesn't seem to have been affected yet. He's pretty much in the same area.
Yeah, Chris has definitely gone a little bit more inside, which would seem to be a good move. But Jason has quite a bit more ball speed.
Here is just to stay with the American, and that might just play on Barnes' mind. Oof. Well, there's that wonderful pin carry once again.
And just the sound that their ball makes.
Chris Barnes then working that turkey. And turns it into a 4-bagger. A little groan from the crowd there. It's a tardy pinfall, but they're down.
Listen, guys, we've got a game on here. That's
7 strikes so far between them in this second game. Belmonte for 4. No. Can't get that 10 pin out.
You almost can't believe it. He had to actually turn around and look back to see if the pin was still standing there. So used to when his ball hits the pocket, all 10 pins going down. There's almost disbelief in his face. That was a great shot. All the time.
Chance now then for Chris Barnes to stamp all over this second game.
There's a big chance here for Chris. Just got to hope that 10th frame is not playing in his mind now. He can get up there and just throw a great shot.
Oh, done it. The messenger gets across to the 10 pin. He knows there was some luck involved there.
Left, it hits the oil. It actually doesn't hook at any point in time. So he's got to make sure he keeps getting his ball out to the right-hand half of the lane.
Good comeback from Belmonte. Another strike for him, but that spare in frame 4 is what is going to cost him at the moment. It's 5 in a row for Barnes. Very impressive indeed from the American. What a recovery after that problem in the first game. And Belmonte is going to have to go some from here if he's going to contain the American. Chris Barnes heading for a point. 10-pin Masters. Jason Belmonte, Chris Barnes, Wu Xiu Hong and Matt Chamberlain make up Group B. We've got a Group A player, Guy Caminsky, in the commentary booth alongside us, and that 10-pin has stayed up again.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say that Chris would have seen that coming. He'd caught 2 really good breaks this game, getting the 10-pin out. But just unfortunately, when his ball had to do so much more work, he's throwing from the inside to the outside and then back to the pocket, as you saw there.
and bang goes my 300 game.
We're getting close to a minute.
There we go. And it's looking good for Jason Belmonte at the moment. We said there was a long way to go in this one.
He's playing almost Jason's game. This is where Jason wants him, inside the lane in a power struggle. And I think in a power struggle, Belmo's going to win.
Pinpoint accuracy then from Chris Barnes. That was the most convincing strike he's thrown for a while.
Yeah, and the look on his face sort of
pocket and strikes that he can get, but he knows his space is really limited.
And Jason Belmonte can just keep burning up the lane with that two-handed style of his, showing no signs of relenting at the moment. A turkey for the Aussie. Barnes then desperately needs a double here. Oh yes, he's got it, but goodness me, he's tiptoeing right on the edge here.
That looked like a much better shot from Chris. That ball got up half flush, absolutely perfect. So Yeah, he looks a little more satisfied. I can't see Belmo missing, which...
Absolutely locked and loaded, isn't he?
That ball's getting down there like a steam train. I just don't see if the Pins have any chance. But, yeah, maybe we called the tie last game. Maybe this will be the one for us.
Consummate performance from Belmonte in the last 4 frames. And that set things up very nicely.
Absolutely. He needs perfection. Yeah, he knows it. But the good players is what they do. They deliver even when they haven't got the A game out there. They can get up there and make shots and still win tournaments. That's what makes them so unbelievable.
Oh, it's not the 10-pin, it's the 7-pin that stays up.
Yeah, you can just see Chris's face shaking his head. His ball just didn't hook enough to get back to the pocket there for it. Just had too much.
Of course, not only has he got to hit his mark, he's got to get the ball speed and the rotation pretty much right. So he sets up that reaction in the pocket. Settle for a spare, which he won't be very pleased about.
Second spare of this second game for Chris Barnes, but it's in the foundation frame, and that's going to do him some damage. And for Belmonte now, the door is wide open to claim 2 points from this fixture, which I don't think he would have expected. Chris Barnes, though, well, it's not over till it's over.
Stop striking. So these are real crucial shots right now for Jason. The great players get up and make strikes right now.
Oh, that's a massive hit. Belmonte turns the 4-bagger into 5, and with it, just about sealed the deal.
A big frame before I came on by Belmo, but big frame for Chris here. He has to make Belmo strike in the first ball 10 with 3 strikes here. It's not done yet. He can still strike out here, and Jason gets a 9, doesn't strike the first ball in the 10th. We can either get a roll-off or Chris can win the point. So
Belmo doesn't strike, we could be looking at a tie. 258 apiece.
Yeah, so this is another big shot. We talk about shots in a game. This is a huge shot for Chris here. If he strikes now, he forces Belmo to get the first one in the 10th frame. So this is a crucial shot for Chris to try and save this point. It looks pretty good. Oh, he got a great break there. That really was a great break. That ball hooked a little bit much. You can see he's worried about it not hooking. But that right
the judgment process. This is a big shot. This to make Jason Belmonte earn his point.
And that's what the pros do. That's what makes him so much better than the average guy. And under big pressure, they deliver.
No, the 10 again.
Oh, look, if you can see the expression on his face, he turned around here and he really, really wanted that shot. So basically now, we're in a situation where Belmo can go 9 spare strike to win by 1, or 9 spare 9 to tie. But basically, Jason gets up now, he strikes, he goes 2-0, top of the table, and puts Chris Barnes under some huge pressure, and he bowled absolutely brilliantly. So a vital 10th frame here for Belmo.
I don't know if you saw Chris's face when that 10-pin stood up. He really hated it. He knew that that was a real magic shot. Had to count 10, but it didn't make it.
PBA star Chris Barnes in the huge pressure with a strike right now. Can he deliver?
Oh no, it's the 10-pin as well for Belmonte.
Oh, now here we go. Now don't go anywhere, because now a spare and a 9 will be tie, or a spare and a strike will make it a 1-pin victory for Belmo and a 2-0 victory. That is unbelievable. Here we go.
This is the ball.
All right, very simple, folks. Jason has got to strike to win by 1, a 9 to tie, or an 8 to lose by 1. So a 9 to tie, a strike to win. But this is what I was saying earlier about Jason being on the Pro Tour, is that when it comes to these shots, Belmo has improved 100-fold percent. He's never been used to being close in tournaments. The PBA Tour has taught him how to deal with pressure. I can't see Jason not striking.
Well, there we go then, a bold prediction. Let's see if Belmonte can do it. This for his second point and from the first match.
Look for his animation if he gets it. He'll be real pumped if he gets this one.
Oh, he's got it. He said it was perfect, and it was, and it's been a perfect performance because Chris Barnes played brilliantly over both games, but Jason Belmonte just had that edge, and the drama that we knew was going to be written all over this year's World 10-Pin Masters has really been brought to life in Game 3 as Jason Belmonte, the two-handed Australian, takes it away from Chris Barnes, the PBA legend. Two fantastic names on the show lane, delivering a fantastic match. But it's Belmonte with that cracking aggregate score, 5-2-6 to take on in the tournament, and 2 points in the bank. The Aussie will be smiling.